Hello, party animals. I be Makoda, and this be Winterwrath. I think this is like a click adventure game. What was it called? A clicking something? What am I doing? You said the edge of a cliff, staring into the frozen white void. Okay, I have no strength, no Illuminati, and no strangling power. Perfect. You stand on a cliff, frozen. Your eyelids are crusted with ice. The path that was supposed to lead you to your destination is buried under heaps of snow. Have I gotten lost? You look for your fellow travelers, but you cannot see in the snowstorm. Where have they gone? Can I control with keys, or is it clicking? It's all click. Alright. Alright. This looks like something. What is this? I think that might just be like snow covering. Oh, there they are. Zyra, by the gods, we thought we'd lost you. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Bear is still full of strength, despite the age. His grim, leathery face usually shows no emotion. But now you can clearly see his deep concern in his features. Come, saying. Oh, I guess that's a different person. Come, saying. Can't go on any longer. Guess see what's going on? There's grandson Saiyan is about to collapse. He's 14 years old, tall and lean, on the cusp between child and man. But the cough that struck him weeks ago never left and sapped his youthful strength. Saiyan hardly ate, woke up in the cold sweat at night, and the pain in his chest became unbearable. The old folks in the village were at a loss, or simply told him to surrender to his fate and hope for improvement. When Saiyan spat up blood, even his grandfather could no longer ignore the illness. Saiyan needed help, and needed it fast. So Bear asked you for help, because you knew the way to the hut where the healer lives, away from the hustle and bustle of the village. And although the snowstorm would not abate, you set off because time was short. We have to rest. Saiyan is trembling so badly he can barely stand on his feet. Have you found the way? I'm not quite sure. You should actually know for sure, but even the elders have never experienced such a harsh winter, and everything looks so different when covered in snow. We have to get out of the storm and make a fire. Shelter is not far away. Go ahead, we'll follow as fast as we can. Come on, Saiyan, pull yourself together. My feet. The crevice that promises some protection from the icy wind is close by, at the front of the mountain. But where is the descent? You set off on your search. Alright, let's see if we can find the cave, or crevasse, or something. Ooh. I'm going the right way. Hopefully I don't die. Fall off the cliff. Or off the mountain, I mean. Over here? Or is it down further? Oh, no. Is that it? There it is. There's the campsite at last. All the others. I want to examine the fit. The torn blanket, even some wood by the fireplace. Someone must have been here recently. This time luck is on our side. You see, Saiyan? We've made it. There's some firewood here, too. Thank the gods. Quick, make us a fire. Okay. Come on, boy. Warm up your feet. It takes the shivering boy a while to take off his stiff boots. His toes are black with frost. Oh, no. When the heat of the flame reaches his feet, you hear Saiyan exhale with relief. There you go, my boy. Silence. That's frostbite, my guy. That's necrosis. If his feet are black, they are dead. For a while, the attention is focused solely on the crackling and flickering flames of fire. Bear looks at you. You said it would take us 3 hours to get there. Now we've been on the road all damn day. I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong, I'm not blaming you. Even I've never seen a snowstorm like this in all my years. You've got guts for offering yourself as a guide. Sure, I wanted to help. I respect that. You certainly didn't shit yourself like the cowards I thought were men. You did the right thing, no doubt about it. But how much further is it? I'm worried about the boy. Don't worry, we're probably very close. I want to say we're more than halfway there. Our grumbles in agreement. Well, we'll rest here overnight and continue our march tomorrow. Silence. Saiyan has fallen asleep. Bear sits pensively. Saiyan has fallen asleep. Exhaustion is now making itself felt. Just as your eyes are about to close, Bear whispers. The boy is holding up bravely, but this healer will help him, won't he? Ulgun is his name. Since you've been old enough, you've made your way to his hut every 6 months. You supply him with the few things that the forest cannot provide. Salt, linen, sulfur, oil. You don't know whether Ulgun will be able to save Saiyan, but never turned away those who asked him for help. But he never turned away. He will try. I hope the boy pulls through. If only I'd known the cough would affect the guy so much. I really wouldn't have hesitated so long until... A ghost! What the fuck? Saiyan looks into the white veil snow with his eyes. Seems like he's looking directly at someone. The hell are you talking about? You follow his gaze. Silhouette in the fog. Only to be seen briefly and already gone. Must be the damn fever, Saiyan. Saiyan does not avert his gaze, not even when Bear shakes him. Come on, pull yourself together. There's nothing here, and there's nothing there. Always those spook stories. What do you mean? Since he's been ill, the boy keeps talking about these ghosts or spirits or whatever. I can't have that now. We need to rest. Listen, Saiyan, you especially. Silence. Okay. Okay. He's staring at the diminishing flames. Our wood is almost used up. And that too. We won't get through the night without a fire, and it's already getting dark. I'm gonna collect wood. No, I'm going. You stay with the boy. I think I'll find a few dry branches back there in the grove. I'll be right back. Saiyan wakes up and sits up with great effort. You saw him too, didn't you? I don't know exactly, but something was there. You could feel it, couldn't you? He looked right into me. A gaze of frost and fire at the same time. Strangely enough, you can feel exactly what he means. Saiyan looks around tiredly. Where is grandfather? He's collecting more firewood. He must be back soon. They wait in silence, but Bear doesn't return. You realize that Saiyan has something to say, and you look at him. I can feel them, the spirits. But grandfather doesn't want to know anything about it. He doesn't believe me and says that I'm embarrassing myself in the village with this nonsense. Do you believe me? We'll say yes. Yes. He nods. Seems most people are afraid to talk about spirits. What about you? You think. Listen deep inside yourself. It is an odd custom to tell myths about ghosts and demons. You should respect them, avoid them, and only sometimes pray for their help. But which of the many rituals are based on faith or are just tradition? You can't answer for yourself either. Although, sometimes you feel something when you are alone, quietly, as if someone is walking along the path next to you. But you've never had an apparition like this in the white mist of the storm. Then you remember the story that on freezing cold days, the border between the worlds of humans and spirits is said to be particularly thin. But before you are sure of your answer, another thought catches with you. Bear is still not back. What are we going to do? Sometimes something must have happened, but you don't want to say that out loud. All that is left of the fire is smoldering glow. I'll go and find him. I'm coming with you. You can hardly stand. Better make sure the embers do not extinguish. You can just make Bear's footprints in the snow. You squint your eyes to see them better. I'm following the footprints. Oh no, they disappeared. Oh, nope, there's some more over here. Alright. Where'd you go, Bear? Is it Bear Grylls? Is that who it is? I mean, you're telling me none of these trees here you could have broken branches off of and grabbed some wood for the fire. My God, how far away did you go, my guy? Okay, well, is there any more? Tracks in the snow end. Bear is nowhere to be seen. Call him. Bear! Just a howling wind, or is there something else? Bear, can you hear me? Startled crow suddenly shrieks out its anger. Then you see the glove in the snow. Bear must have been here, but where is he? Has he been devoured by the snowstorm? By the Yeti? By the monster in the storm? Sorry, shudder grips you. It doesn't help to wait. You need firewood. Okay, so grab... Yeah, there you go. I mean, again, like, past so many trees on the way here. It's all you can carry. Should be enough. Make your way back. Oh, there he is. When you return, the fire has died out. But then, you can hardly believe your eyes. You see Bear sitting next to Saiyan. They both remain still. Neither of them seems to notice you. Bear! Where were you? I was looking for you. You notice that apart from your own, there are no other footprints leading back to the camp. Must have been back for a while. Thought you wouldn't find your way back to us. Bear looks up, almost amused. The storm can't harm me. How then you light a fire? Yeah. We don't need that. What do you mean? We'll freeze to death without a fire. I don't mind the cold. What about Saiyan? Saiyan lies huddled up, very weak. He shows no reaction. Only the steam from his quiet little breath. Quiet little breath tells you that he is still alive. One of these days I'll learn how to read. You look at Bear in disbelief and hurry to start the fire. Stop! Bear, what is it? Bear is gone. His voice is suddenly unrecognizable. Sounds like the crunching of old ice. The wind suddenly quietens? Is that a word? I don't think that's a word. Quiets. And in the ensuing silence materializes. Karachan! Krakatoan! I'm impressed. You seem to know me. That is rare. The vast majority of people are blind to my form and don't recognize me, even when I drag them into my cold realm. He licks his gray tongue over his chapped, bruised lips. Well, I guess you were aware of my intentions then. Come on, speak up, girl. I thought it was a dude. What do you know about me? Spirit of Frost versus Ruler of Winter. You bring ice, cold, and death. Let's go with Spirit of Frost. You're the Spirit of Frost. Grins mockingly. Don't you think that's a bit of an understatement? I'll tell you something. My favorite game is to drive winter across the land with merciless harshness. And do you know why? To mass man beast, feast on the frozen, separate the steadfast from the weak. That's right. I feed on the souls of those who perish in the frost. The weak, the careless, and even the fools who think they are well enough prepared for my icy cold. I cling to their bodies, break them down with my frost, and wipe them from the face of the earth. Is that not an honorable task? I don't have enough thing to question him. Challenge him, I guess. Because I don't want to... challenge him, I guess. It's not honorable to attack the weak just because you can't do nothing against the strong. He rejoices. Aha! I like that. You are bold, human girl. Let's play a game. You must know I never leave a cold, dark, and desolate place like this without my rightful prey. He savors the break with relish. I prefer mine with regular pickles. Not a big fan of relish, but to each their own. And this time, I'll let you choose my victim. Your throat goes dry. Now tell me, girl, despite your courage, are you able to face this test? Yeah, sure, face your deal. I don't know, should I? Should I beg for empathy? I don't think that's gonna do anything. So be it then. Now choose my victim. Me. I don't have... I might say... I'm sure I probably said this another time, but I will advocate this every single time. I don't think I or anybody else has the right to bargain with other people, right? Like, and it's nothing about like, oh, I'm gonna be selfish or I'm gonna be noble and I'm gonna play the hero. It's like, no, you just don't own them, and therefore you can't use them. Therefore, like, you have to sacrifice. Like, you are the only thing that you can sacrifice. Like, you don't have a right to sacrifice the other. Even if this kid, right, even if they're like, oh, the kid's gonna die, let's just let him die. Like, you don't have the right to make that call, right? Like, I mean, it's like one thing if you're a doctor and it's like, oh, we're trying to save him, but we can't. We have to, like, we're not gonna do this forever. He's just gonna die. But, like, in this situation, I choose myself. Gather all your courage. Man, I wish this was up. Make your sacrifice. I guess I offer you my inner fire. Without hesitation, you stretch out your hand and press it to Krankenschan's chest. An icy cold stabbing pain runs through your body, but for a brief moment, you warm the freezing heart of the spirit. Can you feel it? Karachin backs away and stares at you in disbelief. My fire hasn't gone yet. There is a spark of hope even in this dark place. And a place of faith cannot be bleak. You are not bound to demand a sacrifice. Set us free. Karachin suddenly slumps powerlessly. His fearsome figure turns into a pale shell. Gust of wind, then silence. Thane starts to move and looks up at you. Bear straightens up, dazed. You gather yourself. The morning has already dawned, and you still have a long walk ahead of you. The morning... end. That wasn't... Alright, that wasn't a bad... That's cool. Alright, yeah. Hey, you know what? I really like this. It reminds me of, like, the old style video games. Like, I can't even think of the names. There's, like, a space game where it's, like, clicker like this. And there was, like, a medieval one. But this is really cool. Go support this person. This is on itch.io. What was the name of this again? It was, that's somewhere. No, that's not right. What was the name of this? Hold on. Yeah, I don't know. Winterwrath. That's what it was. Winterwrath. Okay. Winterwrath. It's on itch.io. Go find it. Go support the person. This is a really cool game. I'm probably going to go support them. I would have to look at their page. I don't know exactly. I don't know if they have a Patreon or how they're doing it. But, yeah, this is a really cool game. It's not a super long game. But it's like a text-based point-and-click RPG thing. Really cool. I like it. I wish there were more games like this. But yeah. Thank you all for watching. As always, I've been Makoda. This has been Winterwrath. I'll party with you animals on next episode. Bye!